Good morning. Oh, let me put this away. Can't see that. I've been up here. The rain has just been pouring. It really has just been pouring quite a bit. And so the internet has been in and out. I wasn't even sure if I could do a live this morning, but the internet did come back. So because the internet came back, I said, well, let me go on a live. I didn't put it on but too long ago. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I am going to wait here while there's some folks come in, and then we can start opening up some packages that I got, some stuff I ordered and I forgot a while ago. And believe it or not, the packages were sitting down there since last weekend. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Oops, I forgot. Let's see. Troubleshooting my machine here. Whoa, what happened here? I'm tired of troubleshooting machines. Why is this not going first thing this morning? That's so weird. I just oiled everything. Let's see. Let me try some of this here. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, it's not going. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, that's not good to have. Now what is going on here? Okay, oh, don't tell me this is one of those. Oh, I got one of those dud. Remember I told you some of these don't work, and I think I just filled a bobbin. Let's see. Yep. Not sure. All right, so we'll have to take this bobbin and fill it up to another one, this one. I have to get rid of that bobbin because it's a good thing I have another one. Let's see. Yeah, this one's going. Let's see. How's everyone doing this morning? Awfully quiet. Now, I did oil. Why? Maybe we need more oil. Let's see. So with my machine here, I have 2 oil ports. Normally when I first oil everything, it's quiet. It's not really good. It's all right. All right, run my oil through. Put this on here so I can see. All right, so I am going to put this through. What I'm sewing right now is half square triangle, making half square triangle. Big ones. Good morning. Oh, I need to put on my glasses. Oh, there with those glasses. Good thing it went upwards. Good morning, Muriel. are you this morning? It is storming here. It's going to be storming all day here. This weekend is supposed to have a fun weekend. And I hope it's not a rain out. Getting all these right through. And I will say, I said I was going to do some scrap quilting. Excellent, warm, and toasty here in Florida. Wow. Oh, the acres. I think I was there like 2 years ago, actually. Visiting my auntie. I mean, she's no longer with us. She passed away during, what was it? When was I last in Puerto Rico? Was it February? But I think that's where she lived. I kind of remember acres. Are you? Trying to think. It's been a while. Definitely before YouTube. Are we working on anything? Inspiration of anything? I'm going to run all these through, and hopefully by then we'll get some peeps on here. Everybody's sleeping in this morning. Some good morning, Joe. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. Just getting through. Just getting through through the week. It's supposed to be a nice weekend of music and fun, but I don't know. We may have a washout. All these festivals I want to go to are outdoors, and I don't know about you, Joe, over there. You are in New York, but here it, or no, you're in New Jersey, aren't you? Not in New York, but it is raining. Cats and dogs out there. I was in Jersey last week. I never even thought that. We discussed. I was by like Jersey Shore area. Hi, Linda. Because that would be fun. Oh, baby, but that would have been fun to meet up. I was on auntie duty. I was watching. I guess I didn't have time this time to go and visit. But sometimes I go when I have time. Baby bunny. Oh, how's that baby bunny doing? Is that baby bunny going to be permanently living with you? I actually had a friend of mine in Texas, and what she did was she had bunnies live, and what they did in her home in a wild habitat, not in like cages, have the kiddos and everybody keeps their bunnies, which is nothing wrong with that. We had a bunny. We had a bunny named Blossom. Was one of my daughter's pets. But she had it where she on one side of her yard, there's a little pathway. She enclosed that all in for these bunnies, and some of them were wild bunnies. I think they were wild bunnies, or were they? I don't know where she got these bunnies. She had bunnies, and on the side of her house, she made this long run. It was the entire length of the one side of her house. And those bunnies burrowed and made their little holes to live in. And but she fed them and took care of them. But they did live in a natural habitat. And then a friend of mine in Rhode Island had a family who did the same thing. The only thing was the one in Texas didn't have it screened in. She just had it all fenced in this area, but the people in Rhode Island actually had it all screened in like a house, like a screened in porch situation. It was quite interesting. We kept ours like, from one of those cages that slept in the house with us and everything. In her room. And then I think it had like other toys, and it would actually, she got it to potty train in a litter box. So the bunny would be out, but you gotta be careful with bunnies, they like to chew wires. Yeah, so the bunny would hop around during the day, and it had its litter box. Let's see. Let's see. We're getting nasty storms here today. Oh, you are too. Okay. I'm lazy when I make my HSTs. I sew all four sides and then cut diagonal so I get 4 HSTs every time. That is fun. I've made a whole quilt doing that, Muriel. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to do what makes whatever way you want to make them. Good morning, Giovanna. Gemma will either be adopted or stay with us. She's a doll. That's the problem, Good morning, Rita. You're getting attached. It's hard not to, right? What did I do here? I made 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to run these last ones through, and this is, believe it or not, I said I was only going to work on scrap therapy, yada, 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 yesterday. And then I pulled out one of the panels, another panel I had, and I was like, but I didn't show them what they could do with the panel that's not blocks. And I said, oh, I'm going to make one more. And we're going to do it using half square triangles. And as you can see, they're very big half square triangles. And yes, I battled it out yesterday with the fabric again. That's all, folks. I can't even talk this morning. If you can believe it or not. When I started cutting for this quilt, I had screwed up the cutting, and I had to frank it up. So some of my fabric is franked up because, again, I don't know, cutting it wrong. I'm just happy that it's not cut wrong when I'm doing something for a job, and that's only my stuff. I said it's like 2.0, Leanna cutting fabric inappropriately again. It's all good. All right, so that's, and I can't wait to open up some of these boxes, because honestly, I know it's stuff that I ordered weeks ago. It just came last weekend, and it's just been sitting at the bottom of the stairs. And I had gotten Happy Mail. I went to the post office yesterday to pick up, check the mail and stuff. I wasn't expecting it. So that was cool. So I said, okay, we'll have some Happy Mail. That cheered me right up. I was like, look at honey, there's mail. There's mail in my post office box. He was laughing. All right, so we're gonna run these through, and then we will go and start opening. Let me show you the pattern. That's the pattern. It's called Surf and Turf. Again, I'm altering it to my likes. These are the fabrics I chose. And with this, you have to label everything to keep yourself straight. I mean, it's very well written in the back, but you need to keep yourself straight. So I'll show you how I've organized myself. It is so dark out there. It's, oh, you can't see. It looks like nighttime. By now, usually you can see outside and it's bright. It's like dark as night. All right, last 4, and then we'll get right to business because I just want to get these. It's another Villa Rosa pattern. All your brain space is occupied with cars and sewing machines. Yeah, it is. It sure is. Oh, that's cute. A little Gemma quilted t-shirt. That is so cute. It's the bottle feeding that gets me more attached. It is, isn't it? Have you seen the new Pope? Yes, Giovanna. It came right across my phone when I was at work yesterday. There we go. On Sunday, when I left Jersey, I went to Nyack in New York, and we went to a church service there because my other cousin, her daughter did first communion, and so we went, and it was a nice time. There was a big party, you know, it was a Puerto Rican party, so it was wild. We were dancing and we were eating, and oh, the food was magnificent. Yes, I ate. That was actually my first meal from the 2 months of not eating, and it was so much fun. I got to visit family that I hadn't seen in years. You know, it's like family that, you know, I hate to say it, but like a funeral. You know how you go to a funeral and you were like, you haven't seen family in forever, and you haven't seen this one, and you haven't seen that one. And so you start reminiscing. Here we go. You start reminiscing and having conversations. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. Had such a good time. I had chicken piccata. The party was at this beautiful marina, so I had chicken piccata, and we had cannoli cake. We ended the night with cannoli cake because, you know, we have to have a cannoli cake. And so we had so much fun. Just had a hard time sleeping, and yes, I know that happens. So we had a blast. We had a blast, and my honey's funny because he's never been to a church service. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so it was a Catholic service, and I had never been to one. And he's like, "What is going on here? They're going up, they're going down, because my knees hurt." I said, "Yeah, it's a workout when you go. It's what it is." Oh, okay. So here we go. It says Table RE 6-pack sewing machine. White. Okay. I have to remind myself what it is I bought. All right. I bought this a while ago. I don't know if you know this, but you buy something on Amazon, sometimes it doesn't come until a week later. And this had been sitting downstairs too. Hi, Kathleen. I tried to send Happy Mail to a quilter. Sent the hubby to the post office. It was $72. He told me he would not mail it and gave it back to me. Never send the hubby. Oh, that's sweet. But you know, Kathleen, you can go and there's something called Pirate Ship, which I use, and it saves a whole lot of money. And I have told my subscribers, and I put it out there, that you are welcome to contact me, and I can purchase a label if need be through Pirate Ship and send it via an email, because I do know when you just go and show up at the post office, the price can be outrageous. So I always do ask, I always tell people I'm happy to do that. And then what it is, it gets emailed to you, and all you have to do is you just print it out and you slap it on the package. Of course, I would need the dimensions of the box and how much it weighs, but it's like half the price, or maybe a third less, but still, it's better than that. You have to call her Diva Joe. Tell me, what am I missing for the Italian meatballs? Oh, there we go. She's talking about Italian meatballs first thing in the morning. All right, good morning, Wesley. And I did not put, oh, they're talking about stuff. Oh, these are a lot bigger than I thought. I thought these were going to be like this. On Amazon, I thought it was going to be like this when I ordered this. I know what this is now. Oh, I can't send them back. They're all in. Where did these come from? China. Okay. I don't even, the labeling is, oh, this is not good. This is not what I wanted. This is not what the picture showed. Oh, I hate when that happens. So these were supposed to be, I was ordering small oiling bottles. I mean, they're a good bottle, and this is actually really good. This is metal. I expected this to be plastic. Oh, and it screws, oh, look at this, and it screws on and off. Oh, that's good for oil, because it'll be, oh, it is a tiny spout. Okay, so these were supposed to be oiling things. I thought they were smaller. This is really like reinforced, but now is the bottle. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, I could oil. Okay, and it's a little, it'll work. They weren't that much money. I think these were maybe $6 or $7. And I have 6, I think. 1, 2, because I thought they were this size. I figured, oh, this will be great. I'll put one with every machine because my antique machines need a lot of oil. So how many came in here? Yes, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I figured I'd put one with every machine. I mean, they're a little big. This is like feeding, I don't know. But hey, they have a nice screw top, so it'll keep the oil from dripping. All right, well, I guess I got bigger bottles. I'm not returning them. Oh, these, I think now it's all coming back to me. So you know how I am, Leanna, just be careful. Those bottles sometimes leak. Oh, great. Hope not. That would be horrible. Okay, so these are the light bulbs. See? For featherweights and 301s. I know mine leaked all over. Oh no, and you bought them from Amazon? Maybe I should return them. What are you putting up there? Craft. Okay, so all right, I'm going to have to then return them. I did not think they were going to be that big too. So I've got these. These are the bulbs for the 301s and the featherweights that I needed. All right, now here's another one. I don't order Amazon often, And now even less. Oh, so this is my UV lamp for my water filtration system, because I don't know, yeah, yesterday I said I was on a well. So we have a giant filtration system down in our room where it is, you know, you have the heating system and all that. So it has to be replaced in about 60 days. So this is the UV bulb. And then these. Oh, I have to show you these. These are fantastic. So a subscriber sent me, like, I don't know, there was maybe 4 or 5 of these. And when they sent these to me, they had all the Villa Rosa cards in there. They sent me some Villa Rosa cards. This was maybe last year. And I loved them. So the other day I had gotten, remember, some Villa Rosa patterns I bought myself the other, I don't know, last month. But I didn't have any sleeves. So I went ahead and, well, the ones they sent me are a little bit better quality, I guess, because they were at least quadruple the price of these. But these were like a quarter of the price of the other ones. How I found them is I just kind of put the name of them in the search engine, and on the side it had a number. But then it said, you may like these other products. And so I said, well, let me try these. So I'll say the other ones are more crystal clear. These have a little haze to them, but still they work. Look at that. Isn't that great? So these are called, if anyone is interested, these are called photo sleeves. So the other one was called like collectible memorabilia cards or something, but again, those were like $30-something, and like these were like $5.99 or $5. And they're called Max Gear Photo Sleeves, 3-pocket, 4x6. So if you have those Villa Rosa cards and you want to keep them somehow in something, this is really good. Oh, this is, yeah. So look at that. You just put them right in. And it's great because then when I'm looking for something, I just pull all these out, and I could just go right through. Oh, no, that one. And just kind of pick out what I'm looking for. Look at that. I'm all excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Isn't that cool? Okay, so my Bernina has that type of bulb. Oh, that's Rita's channel link. Oh, great. Everybody go back up there to Joe. She just dropped Rita's channel link. That is why I have a bottle that has the spout, is a long tube and goes down inside the bottle. Then it has a little, oh, I have that. But what doesn't, the thing is too thick. You know what? And this one may be too thick too. I'll tell you, the ones I had found some at a sewing shop, and they only had one of them, and like the tip is like a tip like you would see on a needle, which is what I thought I was ordering. So clearly I wasn't ordering the right, I didn't order the right thing. So what you see, and some of these I did get 2 of, because I forgot I ordered some on one. I ordered some from Soft Squares, and then when I put in my order at Villa Rosa, I didn't take them out of my cart, and I didn't realize. So, which is great, because these I'm going to take to Puerto Rico, and it gives me some kind of patterns to have there. Get my sewing room all set up there. But look, isn't this great? And you just keep them all in these little sleeves. And then if you have a binder, you can put it in the binder. So that's my Happy Mail to myself. I don't know if Honey wants these. I mean, these were incredibly cheap, but I guess because like you said, they leak. That's a shame. Maybe I'll keep them anyway, and we could put paint in them for the kiddos at school. This way, if it leaks, it's not a big deal. Like, you know, we can put colors and water and mix it. We do projects like that. I don't think it's worth me doing that. All right, so I have another one here. Now, this is from one of you subscribers. Okay. And this I was not expecting. This says from Anna. I'm not going to say her last name in case she doesn't want that out there. Yeah, isn't it? Try it with water to see if it leaks. I use Liberty non-staining lubricant for sewing machines with a needle-like spout. That's what I wanted. I get it from Amazon in a 1 ounce bottle. Okay, that might be very good. Let's see, it says, a few weeks ago, I heard to donate an old Christmas. Oh, she wanted to donate an old Christmas trivia game to me. I finally had a break long enough to get it to the post office. I've also included a little Christmas inspiration. Let's all have fun. Oh, this is A is Incognito. A is Incognito. We know her. All right. Let's look. Let's look. So we have 1.5 yards of Luca di Santos. Luca di Santos. Well, Santa Claus will be on his way soon, right? That is super fun. And then we have some Frosties. Because who doesn't need some Frosty the Snowman in our life? Yeah, that is great to know. I have to, oh, I forgot again to write down those names. I need to get with it. Hopefully tomorrow I can get with it. I even put a note to myself to put those names down for that. How I know is I just looked at the quilt. That's why I put the quilt there, to remind myself. One day I'll get there. Okay, so that was, it's called Liberty non-staining lubricant, and 1 ounce bottle. All right, let's do that. Ooh, a panel. We all love our panels. Let's see. And that's actually what I just put in these sleeves was panels. Panel patterns for the panel battles. Look at that. Oh, that's funny. It's like, look, I wonder if they're like the same Frosties. I wonder if it's the same line. This is cool. This is from Wilmington Fabrics, and it is snow day. And the weather outside is frightful. Look at that. Snow, though, is so delightful. Rain is not. Oh, cool. Yes, we will have fun. Let's have fun. Let's definitely have fun. Well, this came in the perfect time. This was a beautiful surprise. What a great pick-me-up yesterday. I was not expecting this at all. And, oh, and here it is. 'Tis the Season Christmas Trivia. And this is from the same makers as the adult trivia that my husband bought me. I still have that downstairs. It's kind of so funny. I just can't get over that he bought me adult trivia to play with you all, thinking it was like questions for adults, not like adult themed. I still crack up because It said, you know, like the age, like where does it say the age? I see, so look on the side, it shows you like what things are. And if he had just read the side, he would see that's not the kind of adult trivia he was going for. Good morning, Teresa. Okay, to receive a catalog of other fun gifts. We go here, look at that, Team Christmas. All right, let's see. So we have history, traditions, cartoons, carols, movies of the silver screen, and literature and performing arts. Well, this will be so much fun. Let's see. I already don't even know some of these. Here, we'll do one here. Let's see. Okay. Who starred in and hosted Merry Christmas with Love Julie? I'm not sure who Love Julie is. Let's see. Is there a date for copyright? Because that will give us, oh, here it is. Copyright in 1988. So in 1988, do we know who that is? Nice fabrics. Yes. So, yeah, so it is who starred in and hosted Merry Christmas with Love Julie. Oh, I get it now. So there must have been some kind of Christmas. I'll give you some hints. It must have been a Christmas special back in the day. And the host, just think of it, with Love Julie, a very, very famous actress. The hills are alive. That's my clue. Who starred and hosted Merry Christmas with Love Julie? Good morning, Roxy. Yes, Julie Andrews. I'm glad my hint was good there. Okay. What, believe it or not, cartoonist was born Christmas Day, 1893? 1893. Well, we'll throw some of this in there. Why not? Oh wait, I have to open up another one. So that this other one I knew was at the post office. That was the reason I went to the post office. Ripley. Hi, Zaza. It is Ripley, believe it or not. How many drummers drumming did my true love give to me? How many drummers drumming did my true love give to me? This will be good for Christmas in July. I'm going to have to bring this with me to Puerto Rico. So we have our trivia there. $12, $10. Let's see, on the first day. 8 maids are milking. 9. I think it's 9. 9 drummers drumming. Is it 9? No, it's 12. You were all right. 12 drummers drumming. Good morning, Chloe and Rhonda. Okay. I'm going to take these pins because if I don't take these pins out, you know what will happen. I will give myself morning acupuncture. All right, let's see. We'll go with the theme here. What leading man portrayed Santa in My Favorite Wife? What? I never even heard of that movie. Must have been a movie called My Favorite Wife, I'm going to say. And what leading man portrayed Santa? Nine Maids of Milking. That's it. Jimmy Stewart, Cary Grant. Oh, you all have better. I have nothing. Nada. Clearly, I didn't see that movie. I may need to look up that movie. I love Christmas movies. That was a great movie. Well, then I have to watch that. So, my favorite wife is Cary Grant. How many heads does the Mouse King have? How many heads does the Mouse King have? All right, we have all these. That's good. Let me move all that. I'm going to move this down here along with this. 7, I think. 1. So this is why I went to the post office. This I knew was there. This is the Ginger Quilter box. Let's see. It is 7. 7, 7, 7. 7. 7. All right. So we'll put that there. We'll put this here. Put this here. All right. And so this is the reason why I went to the post office. My favorite White Christmas movie is Bing Crosby. Good morning, Joyce. So here we go. We're going to open Ginger Quilter. Oh, look at those. Normally she puts the colors that she's using up here. A light bulb went off last box. I don't know why. Get ready. Oh, it's called the Rainbow Box. Ready? Get ready to add a pop of color to your sewing space because the May box is bursting with rainbow goodness. This box is all about pure, joyful beauty of rainbows. No clouds in sight, just happy, bright vibes. Now out there, that's not what's happening. What's in the box? 10 colorful oh, well, I'm not going to tell you what's in the box yet. No, we're not going to tell you. Okay. There is a bonus. It's called the Sugar Dash Pillow Kit. As a thank you for being part of our quilting community, everyone this month is getting the Sugar Dash Pillow Kit. This cheerful little project is packed with bright and happy vibes, just like the rest of the box. It will add a splash of rainbow color to your favorite sewing nook. So here we go. After the rain, you'll get a rainbow. That's true. So here it is, Sugar Dash Pillow, a pattern by Natalie Pratt. And there it is. Oh, good. We'll work on this today. We'll work on this today. And my guess is this is the fabric to work on this today. So it does say 12 assorted 3x3 inch squares. So it looks like we have an assortment of squares. And then fabric A, B, and C. And then we have this. And this is about an 8-inch piece. So cute. Look at that. Aren't these cute? Look at those elephants with rainbows. Okay. So what would this be for? I don't know. And then we have this right here. So this one is called Lucky Charms. I'm not sure what this is called. And let's see. Oh, we got to make more half square triangles. Oh, okay. So I just have to have something that coordinates with this. Okay, we can do this. We can absolutely do this. I think we could do this today. All right, we're going to put this aside, though. You know I love making those pillow things. Ooh, this is beautiful. Radiant Quilt. This is Then Came June. A quilt pattern by Megan Buchanan. There we go. And there's a baby throw and a twin. So we have that. A holographic sticker. Look at that. You see that? That is cool. Okay. We have Zoots candy. Zoots candy. Oh, I want to know about this. What's Zoots candy? Zoots candy. These fizzy little candies are a total blast from the past for me. My dad used to bring Zoots home for me and my siblings whenever he came back from a business trip. I still think of those sweet memories every time I pop one in my mouth. Now you can enjoy a little colorful, fizzy fun too. The perfect treat for a sewing break. Oh, look at this. What is this? This is cute. Look at this snail. Let's see. Ah, there he goes, the little snail. We have a little tape, and there it goes. Great, this is gonna be great. See, I'm already thinking of like what's going into all my little vintage machines. I could put them in different things because our machines will be going with us on different outings. Oops. All right, here we go. So we have this fabric, and this is called Angles. And then we have these. Look at this. Look at the colors on that. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, this is fabulous. Yes, it's fabulous. So we have this. This one, I don't know what it is. It's cut off, but these are fat quarters. Look at how pretty. The gold. This one is called Peepa Shaw. Peepa Splendor by Peepa Shaw Figo Fabrics. Ooh, I like this. This one is from Figo Fabrics too. Party time. Party time. Oh, you know what? Look at it this way. It looks like a piñata. Like the, you know, the frilly stuff of a piñata. What's this? I don't know what this is. It's like little baseballs. Look at that. And this one says Hand Stitch by Figo. My guess is most of these are from Figo. And this one doesn't have a name, but look at that. Super sweet. Super sweet. This one doesn't have a name either. Oh, I want some tea. Tea's good. I made some chamomile because my tummy is not that great this morning, so I'm going back to eating like nothing. This is the first week that I ate normal, and I think today I want to make sure I'm a little kinder. It's an applesauce kind of day. This says Sarah Watts from Ruby Star Society Twirl. Look at that. Look at that selvage. Isn't that cool? And we have this fabric, which I'm not sure who it's from, but it's beautiful. And this one's called Lucky Charms. Cross our fingers is my guess. All right, so we have that. We have 10. And then we have this orange, which is also a fat quarter. So there we are. So let's see. We need, so she sent, so I guess we're making the throw size because there's 10 fat quarters, a fat quarter for an accent color. And then I need 1 2/3 yard of background fabric. So I happen to have my background fabrics left over from Lynn, from when we were on our retreat. So I have black, white, and lots of this blue. So what do they have? They have white on here. But I kind of almost like the idea of maybe putting a blue. So it's not maybe so like in your face. Let's see, like if we took this blue right here, or here, I could just take a piece. I don't need to, here. I think the blue would be different, right? It's a background. Everybody's going to use white or something like white. I think blue may actually be nice. Let's see. I'm going to fan these out a little. Definitely have plenty of that blue. Trying to use what I've got. I don't know if I have plenty of that white. So let's put this blue. Open up this blue. I think that looks good. I kind of like that. Look at that. Right? Yes, they would make. Oh, hi, Andrea. Good morning. Jamie, good morning. I just watched one of your oldie but goodies video at work when I was doing in school watching a kid again. And my instructions were to just let the kid do their stuff, not engage. So I'm going to put this over here. I think I'm going to do the navy. And I watched one of your older scrap videos, which I kind of like. I mean, I love all your videos, Jamie. I'm a big Jamie fan. You know what, Jamie? I think it would be fun if we did something together. I really do. I think it would be a hoot. I love that blue. Yeah, we're going to go with the blue, Bonnie. Good morning. What was the pattern? I'm going to explain it to you, and maybe I should share it today because I really think I'd love to do this quilt. And the layout, though, I have a different layout, but I still want to use your block. It is, what was it now? It was like you had it was a 2.5 by 4.5 inch blocks, and then you had them kind of staggered. Hi, Jess. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a staggered block you had going on. It was using all your scraps. Love that. I think because I'm in a creative, like, not wanting to, just want to use my scraps. I think I want to try this suit. If I spit it out, it's because it's too poppy. Now I'm curious. She said it, what did she say? That it pops in your mouth? That's good. This one's cherry. That's it. Scrap weave. Everyone go to Jamie's site today. I'll try to remember to post it. Scrap weave. I really think that's what I want to do. Okay. So, I think we're going to do this. I'm going to have to pull out more fabric. We'll have to bite it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying, Giovanna, without trying to break my teeth. And Jamie, I've seen scrap weave before, but does this ever happen to you all where you watch, hi Deb, content creator stuff, and then you look at it and go, oh yeah, one day, and you put it back in your head, and you're just like, oh, okay. And then I was searching, like, maybe I wasn't even searching anything. It just came up again on my feed. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. That's a good project to start. I can't crack it. I'm trying. I'm trying to suck on this thing as hard as I can so that it will be able to crack. Okay. I'm guessing this is B. So I need a 1/4 yard. And then I forget. Yes, exactly. Okay. So I thought I'd play off of the fact that we have stripes here. And I would almost use this striped fabric again on this part, but I don't have striped fabric. So I found this, but it says I need a 1/4 yard. I don't think I have a 1/4 yard. I don't know exactly what I have here. Let's see. Actually, I do. 1/4 yard is 9 inches. And I do have 9 inches. Well, I think we can get away with this. Look, it just kind of plays on maybe this. I may like it, I may hate it, I don't know. But that's what I'm going with. So we're going to go with that and this. Whoops. Okay. Nothing's popping in my mouth. I just did it. I just cracked it. There's like a hole in the center, but maybe there should be cracky stuff. I don't know. Okay, let's cut some stuff. Let's turn on the iron. Let's get to the creating. Oh wait, maybe this is it. Duh. She gave us this. I didn't have to go in here. She gave us this as the B part. Now, I still think I'm going to use this. You're going to think me crazy, but this is a 1/4 yard. I'm going to put this over by the rainbow. We'll use it in the rainbow quilt. It should start fizzing. Nothing's fizzing. Good morning. Nothing's fizzing. But it's okay. All right, so what we need to do is there's a lot of reading here. Lots of reading. But that's okay. So we're going to take this and iron it or press it or whatever you all like to say and go for it. I have this, I have this, and then I need to press this because I think I'm still going with the black and white. I'm thinking I'm liking the idea of things popping, having high contrast. Plus, I think this black and white is super cute. And I have to start using some of my older fabric. All right, so this fabric has got a cute name. Oh, and I have to use it. Wait till I tell you the name of this black fabric. This was meant to be. Okay, let me press. And then we can watch me miscut this fabric because that's my favorite thing to do now is to miscut fabric. But the name of this starts with More Rainbow Bright Basics. I wonder if this was like from the Rainbow Bright back in the day. It says More Rainbow Bright Basics. How perfect is that? Isn't this a rainbow? Yes, this is. Hi, Barb. Hi, Marie. so fun. You know, I don't know. But let me tell you, we had such a blast. I got to tell you a little bit about the communion. I was a little bit in a funk still yesterday. Oh, here, I might as well show you the panel that I'll be battling with. This is it. So this is the panel. Those are the half square triangles. This is from the last panel. These I'm going to somehow incorporate it in here since it's from the same line. So that's going to go aside. So, you know, we all get there. We're all talking. We're all having a good time. I don't know, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm thinking, okay, so, you know, it's like a tea, coffee event. I should know better. It was definitely not a coffee tea event. The minute you get there, there's butler service. And there is just a waiter, and all his job is to get drinks. Now, it's in a party in an event room in a very beautiful marina, and it's like a 5-star restaurant in my eyes because it's super delicious. And so there's about 30 of us, like 25, 30 of us. Oh, that's my favorite panel. Okay. By the way, did you fix the quilt of yesterday? No, I did not fix the quilt of yesterday. I don't think, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not too worried about what. You're talking about this quilt here? I didn't think I had anything. I mean, the arrows are going right. I looked at the arrows. As long as the arrows were going right, that's all good for me. I mean, I had that one spot that was noticeable. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, how the heck did I do that? Okay, yes, I don't know what I did there. But yes, I see what you're saying. You're saying right here, bloop and bloop. I have to take this out and then turn it around. Thank you, Giovanna. See, I need to have my peeps. They got to have my back. Because that eventually I would have quilted that and then I would have been PO'd. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a big mistake. Yes. Yeah, that I do need to fix. You are absolutely right on that one. But I'm not going to fix it right now because I'm on this. So we get there, and the first thing they do is there's a waiter, and I guess I've never been where there's a waiter that all his job is to ask you what you want to drink, and then they come and bring it to you. You know, you have open bar and you go to the bar, you know, for weddings and stuff. But this guy, no, this guy's job was to take your drink order. And you were announced that if you needed a drink, that waiter is there to take your order and bring it to you. Yes, I did not see that yesterday. I was way too distracted. And so that's how this party started, okay? And so it was a lovely time. We're only talking about wine. We're not talking about like drinking like margaritas. Well, we should have had mojitos. That's very Puerto Rican, but we didn't have that. Or daiquiris. No, it was just wine. But you could have like, it was like 1,000,001 different wines if one wanted. I have to figure out B. Oh, here it is, B. Okay, so B, I have to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So I just need 3 a certain size. Yeah, here we go. So we had that. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And by 8, 9, 10. We had, what else did we have? We had coconut shrimp. In a sauce, we had spinach and phyllo pockets. That was like the appetizer. Then we had some kind of Mediterranean course, which had hummus and olives and baba ganoush and homemade bread. It was so delicious. It's making me mouth water. But anyway, so like I said, we had beautiful service there. And so I want to say 3/4 of the way into the event, the girls, they have a little dance and they do their thing. And next thing you know, we got the adults getting up and dancing. And it starts turning into a big fiesta in there. And even we got into it, my honey and I, we were salsa dancing, merengue dancing, the cha-cha dancing. We had a good old time, but it was so funny because you could see this is a very, very high-class marina, beautiful yacht, the whole 9 yards, right? In this beautiful party room that overlooks the whole Hudson River. and you could tell the decor, everything was just beautiful and perfect. I don't think and there's no dance floor, so I don't think they ever thought that like people would just like start getting in between and start dancing in little different parts of the area of the event. And it was so funny because my honey actually caught it, and then I looked and I couldn't stop staring because it was hysterical. So like just gather, we're all dancing. Like one person's got up and started dancing, then everybody in their little area. And the waiter comes in his face of shock. Like, what is going on in here? And it was dessert time. And now here they come with the plates of desserts, and everybody is dancing between the tables because, again, no dance floor, but we're all dancing. And they're trying to get through and weave through, people to try to get dessert set. And, it's very proper what's going on there. So they're all dressed properly, trying to properly set things. Every plate came out decorated. It was hysterical. And then finally one guy comes in, he looks at me and goes, "Do you want me to clear the way?" "Oh, I got a big mouth. I can clear the way." So I'm like, "Everybody clear a cake. Cake. It's cake time." Everybody's looking at me and they're like, "Ah." So I looked at him and says, "I tried." It was kind of very comical. And after a while, other waiters that has nothing to do with the event started coming up the stairs and peeking in at what was going on. I think we were the talk of the town. It was so much fun and so funny. Oh, wine can make you drunk. I wouldn't know because I had only one glass. Everything has been filmed, please. My family loves to film stuff. They sent me lots of videos. But it was such a fun time. It really was. And it was just comical because I don't think that's what they expected when they like the people who own the place expected that maybe. Hey, I'm sorry. If you rent it and you paying, you can do whatever you want in that room. Let's see. Okay. So we need 3 of these here. But yeah, it was a good time. And I wasn't even feeling well that Sunday. That's when the pressure, came in. And the high, the low pressure, I don't know what pressure. But it came in and it was killing me. All right. It's May. Marie, it's May. Let me know. Let me know what you girl are up to. It's May. So that was fun. It was a lot of fun. That was a fun day. And so this weekend, there is a Dia de las Familias on Mother's Day. So instead of an event that says a Mother's Day event, it's called Dia de las Familias. And I thought this was wonderful because it kind of is a Mother's Day event, but they don't call it a Mother's Day event. They call it Dia de las Familias and it's true, because you don't necessarily have to be, your mother may be your grandmother, right? Your mother may be your auntie. In our culture, that's very common. Your mother, sadly things happen. Maybe your mother passed away and now your mother is your father. Your father is your mother and your father, or vice versa. Your mother is your father and mother. So they called it Dia de las Familias. And when I understood the roots of why they called this event that, I was very touched by that. I don't know why, but I really was. I thought, wow, that's very, that's very understanding. Because, we do have little kiddos in our school. When we can't call them Mother's Day projects anymore because some kiddos, and I remember this from way back I've been in the school district since 2000. So, things happen and, kiddos get sad. And so I thought that was very neat that they called this event that. So that's on Sunday. And so I told my son when he asked me what I wanted to do, and I had just learned about this event yesterday. I said, I want to go to this event. I think this is going to be so much fun. So there's going to be a Roomba band, and they are going to be dance lessons. So Roomba dance lessons, Roomba band. Then there's going to be Colombian. It says a Colombian band. So my guess is maybe we will be doing, what's the dance that's Colombian? I used to go to dance school, and as an adult to have fun. They did dance socials. Cumbia, that's it. So that's my guess is that, and they're teaching that. And then of course we have salsa, and so Cumbrica will be doing salsa, and that's gonna be fun. They're gonna have a dance social in between. There's going to be food, all kinds of treats. So it sounds like a fun event. And I told my son that he might want to invite his girlfriend and her mother, because it's a family event. So, I mean, her dad could come too. But I just thought that was neat. So I think we may do that. It is in a local place around here, and it's normally very expensive to go to. So they opened up this whole event for free, because normally I've never even been there, because all their events, you know, are expensive. So that's another reason, because I kind of want to see this whole campus and go to this place. All right, so we're going to do and run those through. Oh wait, I need to cut for these. So she has these and they're already cut, and I just have to match them with a fabric. I didn't get to read this ahead of time, so you have to excuse me. Okay, here we go. So I need A2 fabric. Okay, so I need to cut some of this. And look, I have this little scrap here, and I think this is the perfect size. Yes, it is. You know me, I like to use up all my scraps. So let me see if there's any more in here. Nope, let me look in one other spot. Yep. Look, this is my scrap bin. See, this is why we need to process. We need to process scraps. Okay, look at all these. So I do try to go back and use scraps. So we're gonna go through this before I cut into that big thing that goes here. That's from a different project. Okay, but these are the scraps from this. So let's see if I have any that is this size. This size is perfect. So what is, if anything, is anyone doing? Nope, that doesn't fit. Nope. That one works. And then I have a whole piece. So what is that all about? Why did I put that in there? That's crazy. Now I have to make sure it's the same color. Yes, it's the same color. Okay, so we're going to use this too. And this is how you process your scraps so that eventually you get through them. Yeah, that's too short. Okay, I woke up. You woke up? Oh, I'm glad you woke up today, Melanie. Why is the day messed up? It's good. I think it's good that you sleep in. Just looking at some of the Day of Family. Awesome. I think so too. Yes, Leanna, grandmother is a mother. Yes, but little kiddos don't associate their grandmother as a mother sometimes. So I like they don't include their grandmother like we do in school. We encourage it when we know the child is living with their grandmother. You know, they sometimes say, well, I don't have a mother. I was like, yeah, but you live with your grandma. Your grandma is a mom. Let's make that for your grandma. I think it is a good idea, but also the mothers need to be celebrated as well. Yes, but I mean, I guess you have, maybe you've been in the teaching field. I've seen way too many kids break down over this. I've seen way too many kids break down over Mother's Day and Father's Day. I gotta tell you something. As a mother, I cringe as a teacher sometimes in a school when Mother's Day and Father's Day comes up. I've got to tell you, it is an emotional, mental health situation for some of these kids. And when they're acting out and it's near Mother's Day or Father's Day, it's because there's a reason. So yes, I agree, mothers need to be celebrated, but we also have to understand some of our kiddos don't have that luxury. So so I love the idea that they made this one event. It includes everyone that goes into the place of a mother for that child. Oh, wow, your second hand quilting job? Wow, that's crazy. Good morning, Maria. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good. Good morning, Johnny. Oh, you're in Jersey? Johnny, why don't we hook up too? When I go to Jersey, when I go to Jersey, I am near like Ashbury, before Ashbury area. We should meet up. That'd be fun. Hi, Nikki. Oh, yes. Well, my kids had a dad. They celebrated me as their Father's Day. They would come over with their Father's Day gifts and give them to me. I go, why are you giving it to me? You're gonna see your father next weekend or that weekend. And they're like, Mom, you're like, you do both. I'm like, okay. Yes. Yep. It's just so sad. I'm sorry. It is sad this time for these kiddos. All right, I'm ironing. I am pressing. I am pressing some stuff here. Okay, here we go. So, please, I got to tell you, I have been hunting. I went to get my hunting license. Yeah, me. I wouldn't kill a fly, but yes, I go to get my hunting license because this is what my son wanted to do. And he couldn't do it unless you were with a licensed hunter, at his age. What was he, 16, I think? He was 16. And he went to DEP camp where they teach you about hunting and everything. And he got his license and everything, but he needed an adult to go with him on the lands. And yes, good old Leanna with her earrings, lipstick, and everything going hunting with her son. Okay, so we've got, and I need 12 of these, I think. I'm doing okay with cutting and talking. That's kind of an amazing feat because normally that doesn't go too well lately. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I tell you the story of I have to tell you the story of one of my Mother's Day. So, remember I just said that my kiddo was into hunting and I went to hunting school. And it really is. They take it serious. They should. And for Mother's Day, he surprised me. He told me the day before. I got a hunting blind and I have, I don't even know how he knew someone who knew someone. And he's like, I set up the hunting blind up today And he was like 16. I'm not even asking how he got there. I'm like, you know, he drove. So he drove at that time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I let when I had my kids get their learning permit, I didn't teach them. I was too nervous a wreck to teach them, so they went to school. I paid them money. Well, actually, my parents paid the money for them to go to driving school. And so I guess he set up this thing. So my Mother's Day gift to me was that my son, this is my firefighter's son, set up the tent, this blind, which is like a little tiny tent. And he was taking me turkey hunting for Mother's Day. That's how my Mother's Day. We went turkey hunting at like an ungodly time in the morning. This was a time when I didn't get up in the morning. I mean, I'm a morning person now. I wasn't always a morning person. As I'm aging, I get up earlier and earlier. So back in the day when this happened, I was not a morning person. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So anyway, so I was not a morning person. And so my Mother's Day gift from him was taking me turkey hunting. Oh boy, yep. After that, I took over Mother's Day. I'm like, okay, we're going to have brunches, maybe some mimosas. You know, I will cater some like little brunch for the whole family. We've done paint and sips and stuff like that and been creative. But yeah, no more letting the boy come up with ideas for Mother's Day. Though I will say it was a good memory. I'm telling you about it. It was so much fun. I laughed so much. Nobody got a turkey. We just sat in this. We just sat in this blind, in this hunting blind. We just sat in this hunting blind and froze, basically, all bundled up, listening. We were in the middle of a field. It was in an apple farm, and we were in the middle of this apple farm, and it was just clear with apple trees all around us. Good memories. Oh, okay. I'm going to go back because I missed all this chatter. Yes, I left off with Linda where she says at church we included all women who nurture children. That would be fun, Johnny. I'm telling you, I don't know if you're near there, but I am. You can email me, and then this way I know how to contact. Okay, when I volunteered at my grand's school, his teacher always had the kids make 2 or 3. Yes. Yeah, no, our kids have done, they painted rocks, we made pictures of them. They grew grass hair. So it was like a science project. They learned to germinate a seed, a grass seed, and then we put their faces on the cup, and then they had grass hair with the face. It's super cute. Yeah, they have like books that they can make. Yes, that's beautiful, Jean. Good morning. That would be my daughter. My daughter gets, I think, a little sad during Mother's Day. Not because I'm her mom, but because she can't have kids. Has never. Oh, wow. Yes, it's very important to have those. Yes, that's true. All this is true. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Loretta. Brought me up and gave me a very good. Oh, well, these are all, they're wonderful. Are taking me to a basketball game for my birthday, and I'm bound and determined to enjoy it. Linda, right? We just enjoy it. We just enjoy it. But I do have fond memories of that. As much as I say, yeah, he takes me hunting for Mother's Day, it sounded more like a 60-year-old's dream more than a Mother's Day dream. But you know what? He was right, because guess what? I couldn't tell you the other years, the things he has done, right? I should. I should know everything every year of what my kids gave me and did for me, but I don't. I do remember the hunting trip, though. I do remember getting up at 4:30. I do remember being cold and in that thing, but I also do remember him bringing blankets and making sure I was comfortable. And after we spent a couple hours not seeing anything, we went to a diner nearby. So I do. I mean, I have, I have memories of other Mother's Days from other things that my kids have done, but that one really stands out. Let's put it that way. That one stands out. Wait, so sorry for what? What did I say? All right, so here we go. We've got all these done. So now we're going to start sewing and see where we get. Someone said diner. Hi, Mike. That means that one was the best. No. Nobody's the best. I love them all equally and everything that everybody does for me. But I do remember that, just because it's kind of a funny thing. It's just the whole thing was very funny. So anyway, so let's see. What we can keep going with Christmas, or I could just do Christmas trivia when it's Christmas time. Not Christmas time. Christmas in July. Christmas in July. I'm off to the airport. Take care, everyone. Oh, you're off to the airport. Either you're picking up someone, or you're dropping someone off, or you're going on the airplane. And then prayers for a safe flight. Yeah. So what I'm doing, you know what? I hope I'm doing this right. No, I'm not doing this right. Because I'm not doing this right. It's a good thing I thought about that after the fact. This is making one HST. I didn't even need to put that little line there. Wait a second. It said to draw the line, but then it says sew on the drawn line. All right. That's okay. I just made bonus HSTs. So I sewed a 1/4 inch away from the line. It wants me to sew on the line and then cut off. And then the other one wants me to sew, hold on. Oh no, this one's both sides. Okay. So this one does say both sides, and it says cut on the drawn line. This says sew on the drawn line. All right. Sorry, folks. Well, it's a good thing I didn't do both sides. That's all good. Now I've got bonus HSTs going, and so we're making single HSTs with a bonus. I haven't done that in so long. That's probably why I didn't even know. What? Just waking up. It's so dark outside. I said that too. I said, like, it's so dark out. I've never seen it be this dark out. I mean, I know it's raining, but man. Like, give us a little bit of sun. Just a little. I love this. So I'm sewing these, and what I am noticing is that she must be using her scraps from previous boxes, because these are fabrics that I've seen in other boxes, which is kind of nice because you kind of remember about all your Ginger Quilter boxes you've gotten in the past. I actually just gave my niece the rainbow quilt that I made. It was a Ginger Quilter box. I don't know if you remember, but it was like a rainbow quilt that we made, I gave her that quilt. I left it on her bed before I left. And then they were like, "What's that quilt doing on that bed? You're leaving a quilt." I was like, "Oh, well, she likes that quilt, so I'm going to leave it here for her." And, yeah. They're like, "Oh, no, you don't have to." I was like, "Yeah. I want her to enjoy it. It's not going to be enjoyed sitting on my couch." Well, probably would, but I've got so many other quilts here. It's all good. And she's all excited. You know, she's 5, and all she talks about is how she can't wait to sew with Titi Leanna. She just cannot wait. And I said, when you're 8 years old, you're going to get your own sewing machine, and you're going to sew with Titi Leanna. I said, but we're going to get you there first. So I have a broken, I think I've shown it to you. It's like I bought it at a yard sale. It's a kiddie sewing machine that probably at one time worked, and it doesn't anymore. So I said, well, I could bring the sewing machine, and you could pretend sew, and we'll sew together. And I'll have her like put like fabric on stuff, and then I'll sew for real, and then have her pretend sew with the other one. But I did bring a sewing machine. Remember I told you I was bringing a sewing machine? I did not sew anything, but I did bring a sewing machine. And I gave her mama a quick lesson. I gave my sister-in-law a quick lesson on sewing machine. She is so excited. She's so excited. I actually have to call her and see how she made out. So I put together a sewing. I had an extra, like, it's not a sewing basket. It was one of these plastic things that says Singer, and it's white. So I filled that with thread and needles, and there were pins in there. So I gave her a sewing kit to go with a new sewing machine to her. And it was a brother's sewing machine that we refurbished, and from a thrift store. So it's good, it's basic, and she's loving it. You know, a couple of decorative stitches. So she's excited. Left her stuff so she could practice how to sew a straight line. And what I do for that is I actually, you know what? I sewed this completely wrong, but that's okay. Because I sewed on the line that I need to cut, because it's a 1/4 inch. I needed to sew a 1/2 inch away to make a bonus HST. But hey, you know, we'll roll with it. I'll come and throw another seam in here. So yeah, so she is excited. I gotta check in on her and see how she is. What the heck am I doing here? Oh, here it is. No. Yeah, that looks good. Clearly I'm challenged today. And I don't care, because this is supposed to be fun sewing. So yeah, so I have another person in the family that I'm trying to get into sewing. And so that is super cool. Because when I go down, I told her I was going to give her lessons after we go down. What I think I may do is we may go fabric shopping. And the next time I go down there, and maybe I'll get her to try to do a 3-yard quilt, an easy 3-yard quilt. Because I think that will, I mean, she wants to do more like house stuff, like curtains and napkins and that kind of stuff. But I'll make her a quilter. I'll show her how much fun quilting can be. That's what I'll do. Let's see. Let me see. I forgot. Oh, I lost a lot of because we were waking up to Mike. How are the chickens? The chickens are good. The chickens are great. I forgot that you are on the East Coast. I'm in Texas, and I was thinking it's supposed to be Leanna, can your daughter adopt? My brother and sister and I are all adopted. My daughter could be a foster mom. She could do whatever. She was in the fields of that. Yes, she can do a lot of different things. I don't know if she can adopt because she has, she has health issues. So I don't know what those rules are. But she can definitely foster. We were talking about that. Um, and that's very, very needed, you know. She's worked with lots of foster children when she was trying to find placement. She was the woman who found placement. Her role of one of her jobs before she became really disabled was that of finding homes and quick placement for children. Which is great, right? Because she's already a social worker in a way. Or not in a way, she is. So, it's good because she already has all the training that most people don't have, right? So, yeah, she could do that. She's a fur mama right now, and that's good. She used to teach before even she had her degree in all the social work and everything. She used to work in inner city schools for after school care and enrichment. So there's other ways that she can step into that role if she needs. She has many options. You are the sweetest man. Well, thank you. So dark that I can't see a keyboard. I adopted my son 33 years ago last, and absolutely you are. You need one of those clover cutting thread tools. What's a clover cutting thread tool? I have this thing. Oops. This thing here. I don't know. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't use it. Sometimes I get carried away talking and don't think about using things I should be using. I guess I'm just so ingrained of like just using whatever's near me at the moment and going with that. All right. Like I could be using a rotary cutter on this. There we go. Let's see. Put the lights on, Mike. That's what they're telling you. You don't want to see my New York City bill? I don't want to see your New York City bill if it's anything like my bill. 80 euros. Yes, they are. It is a difficult field, Nikki. But she had to eventually leave the field. The trauma was so bad. So in social work, and Nikki probably can attest to this. The trauma that social workers go through, the PTSD they have, is really great. It's some social workers recognize that they are in situations that give them PTSD and take care of that, meaning that they go to a mental health professional regularly for the things that they see and walk upon. And my daughter was one, she definitely knew that this field comes with that. So she has taught in prisons, yes, in prisons, in male prisons. And she said actually that's safer than teaching in any inner city school she ever taught in, because she taught in one really district that was known for being like intense. And she says it was safer in the prison than there. And she has taught, yeah, she's seen a lot of stuff, walked into a lot of stuff you don't want to walk into in homes. And so, like Nikki says, you get burnt out really quick. But the other thing is you need to be very mobile when you are in that field. And she found that out. And not that she's not mobile, but she has a lot, like, she uses a walker and a cane. So it's not an easy thing to be a social worker in that condition. It is. And she loves it, but the last thing between her health at that time was going way, way down and bad when she was there. But, there was one incident that literally put her into harm's way. Like, she was lucky to be alive. Like, she ended up in this middle of this thing where the police officer said, you need to go into there. And they called her, and because she had dealt with that family. And yeah, that was not a good situation that they put her in. All right, so we need to, I need to read the instructions here to see. Okay, trim to required size. And here we go. Oh, okay. So actually, let me grab this. Here it is. Well, oh, this doesn't have the, so these cute cuts are cute, but one thing I noticed, it doesn't have a diagonal line. These Lori Holt things do not have a diagonal line. So, as much as I love them, it is, wow. I thought I had one. That's the right size I need. It's just, let's see. Not trimmable. Okay. Oh, wait, here. No. Okay, we're going to go back to this. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Wow, that's scary. The prison is safer than a school. My sister was a behavioral disorder teacher and been burnt out. Wait, Lori Hull puts her foot down. No diagonal lines. Okay. I'm a Lori Holt lover. I guess I must have missed that one. So we left off where, what were the professions of the 3 men in a tub? I don't know if you remember that, but we had a 3 men in a tub trivia question. So that is where we left off some time ago. Because obviously I've been sick. So the answer to that, I don't ever know if I told you what the answer was to the 3 men that were in this tub. I still never looked up this nursery rhyme because I kind of want to know why did they end up in a tub. So it was the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker that were all in the tub. Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 men in a tub. That's what it is. Sorry, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I just don't know the rest of that rhyme, but now it's coming back to me. Okay, what planet shares a name with a Disney cartoon character? So that's the next trivia. I don't even want to know what they were doing. I don't either. I don't know what they were doing in the tub. I have to look that up. Some nursery rhymes, I tell you. Like they had this woman who was tied up in a shoe, right? Like some of them are really like, what in the world is going on? Tying up women in a shoe, or what? Didn't we have something like that recently? And I was like, what? We don't teach kiddos those nursery rhymes. I know they were popular in our age and day and age, but we don't do that anymore. while cleaning. But it is still a planet. She lived in a shoe. Okay, there you go. She didn't live in a pumpkin or a shoe or a squash. No, she lived in a shoe, not a pumpkin or a squash. That's the $1 million question. Is Pluto is the answer. I don't know. You know, we were just talking about that. Because, you know, there's like, I think Uranus isn't a planet anymore, right? I don't know. I don't know about Pluto. I thought that Uranus is no longer a planet, but maybe they made it. I feel like they say it's not a planet and then they come back and say it's a planet. So I don't know where we're at with some of these planets. Is Pluto still a planet? I think it was demoted. I thought the demotion came in the Uranus one. Right? No, Saturn is the one with the rings. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong too. Pluto was downsized. Okay, there you go. There's the answer. Okay, where is the checkered flag waved at the Indianapolis Speedway? Where is it waved at? Okay, so I trimmed these down. And now, we ended the race at the beginning and end. They deemed it too small to be a planet. I think it's a planet. The finish line, so we have I didn't know Clover made one of these, so that's interesting to me. Oh, it's getting a little lighter here. It's still coming down, but it's getting lighter. Oh, my camera's not following me today. Okay, there we go. Message hidden. Why? Happily, my... Oh my goodness, gee, that was a good laugh. Until he retired from racing in 1975. That's pretty cool. Oh boy. Mine would be deemed probably a planet. It's so big. Okay. So now I'm cutting in between. I'm cutting on the line that I sewed the first time when I realized, oh man, it's a good morning. It's a good morning. All right, let's see what travesties we can get to around here. Ready? What to do when you offered a canteen of water if you know you are severely dehydrated? What to do when you're offered a canteen of water if you know you are severely, oh no, we did that, dehydrated. That's right, we did that. And we did this. Oh, here we go. Don't go on vacation with me, because that's when all these crazy things happen. So now we got no car, and we have to survive a swarm of killer bees. Yep. So what do? We got these killer bees. Mine is a giant planet too. Oh my goodness. We are killing ourselves today. Okay, how to survive a swarm of killer bees. A, swat at the bees to scare them off. Oh yeah, let's piss them off and see how that gets to us. I'm going to tell you that's not the answer. That's a ridiculous answer. Okay, B, jump into a nearby lake Or C, run through bushes or high weeds. Hi, Dawn. Oh, itchy. I will never travel with Vienna. Excuse me. Well, I was supposed to go to the Betty Boop show this weekend, and I had to cancel because we have way too much, and I'm not feeling my hottest, so. All right, so these are now just bonuses here. So we'll put that there. So what are we doing? We just got C, we got B. Well, yeah, please nobody swat at any B's. I didn't even know why that was even an answer. Well, I guess because that's what we go like this, right? Okay, so the answer is C. Run through bushes or high weeds. Good morning, Joanna. Okay, here we go. How to treat a black eye. I guess after running through the high bushes and high weeds, we tripped over a rock and hit our eye, and now we need to know how to treat a black eye. A, take aspirin. B, put a raw steak on it. Or C, put a bag of frozen peas or corn on it. Well, okay, so maybe we're not out in the wilderness. Black eye on Leanna's vacation. Yes. How are you? I'm mending. I'm getting through. I still have this weird sore throat and my ears hurt, but it's like a weird tingling. It's not even a soreness. And so what's happened is, and this did happen today, it happened on Sunday, everything is muffled also because of whatever this rain system is doing to us, that has come through, has really been doing a number on me. I don't know where this fabric came from. I don't recall ever using this fabric, but I love this fabric. All right, I've got them all pressed. I guess I should have read how to press. All right, so what do we have? What are we doing here with the black eye? Mona's here. Good morning. However, I actually get a couple of days off. Well, that's good. 15-minute intervals, change from hot compress to cold compress. That's the correct answer, but they didn't give us that answer. You know what they told us to do? Find yourself a bag of peas or corn and put it on there. That's what they told us to do. Okay, now here we go. There wasn't no peas, no corn after we just ran away from the killer bees and we got a black eye. We don't have peas or corn. And we go and we're like, I don't know, we found a canoe and we wanted to go across back to land, back to home to find the peas and corn to put on our eye. And lo and behold, there's a canoe over there. But there's a problem on this adventure. The canoe has a hole. So like there's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, there's a hole in this canoe. So the best way to fix a hole in a canoe, because remember, we got to now go get the peas and corn. A, pull all your gear on the opposite side of the canoe to raise the hole out of the water. B, fill the hole with a large wad of chewing gum. I don't think I could have said that with a straight face. Or C, patch the hole with duct tape. Great to hear we can rest. Yes, it is. Have a Benadryl. Oh, please. I've been on everything. My husband keeps saying, take meds, take meds. I said, honey, I have taken every med I possibly can. I have shot up every kind of little liquid in those little things that you can get. A hole in the... Yep, just saying. No. She was in the hospital. You know what? I've been MIA, Joe. This has actually only been my second day, Joanna, that I've been on alive. I've been sick. So I have been gone since last Friday. So I just came back yesterday. I was MIA. I'm sorry to hear that your sister is in the hospital. Yeah, that is a lot to juggle. I agree. I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to be sending all our positive vibes your way. As long as it's sugar-free gum, it will hold. Yep. All right. So the answer is patch the hole with duct tape. But now we're screwed because I didn't have the bag of peas. And I'm pretty sure I didn't have duct tape with me. Though I should always carry duct tape because I keep getting told duct tape fixes everything. Duct tape fixes everything, just like Vicks. Vicks fixes everything. Duct tape fixes everything. All right, so let's see how we're going to do this. We now need, we need to put a strip set together. Okay, where's the strip set? Oh, here's the strip set. Okay, so I have to cut an A4. An A4. Let me cut an A4. Actually, I have an A4. I have an A4 pre-cut in my scraps right here. Here we go. Oh, I'm missing the chat. Duct tape saves the day. Yes, exactly. It is the best tool. I should probably put some in my car. I don't think I have enough duct tape to find the leak, do I? So I can fix the leak in my car. Let's see. So I had, this is just one. So I just need one long piece. These are small pieces, but I bet you this is the same size as that. Yeah, this will be good. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut this down. Like, let's just use our scraps. Okay. So what we're doing there for the, let's see. Take that, put that here. Let's see what we need to do. And it is duct tape. The answer is duct tape. Duct tape is the answer. Keeping duct tape in the car. Yeah, I mean, I would need a case of duct tape to try to figure out how to waterproof that car. Was supposed to fix your duct work in ACs, which never worked on it. Ooh, yeah, it does get mussy, doesn't it? Okay, so we are patching the canoe with the duct tape that we don't have. Here we go. Like, things haven't gotten worse. So, I don't even know how we got here, but how to realign a closed fracture prior to splinting it. Ready? Duct tape, a shovel, and a tarp always in my vehicle. It makes the cops pulling me over think I have... Well, I was wondering what... Yeah. I was thinking, that's an interesting stuff to have in your car. Who are you burying? A body. Okay. How to realign a closed fracture prior to splinting. A. Pull gently on the limb below the fracture while someone holds the spot above the fracture. Stop if the victim experiences a dramatic increase in pain. B. Wrap a heavy cloth around the limb underneath the fracture, then tie it to a log. Allow the victim to quickly jerk the limb in place. Or C. Clench the spot below the fracture. Count to 3, then rapidly jerking the fracture into place. None of those sound good to me at all. None of those. None. Good morning, Catherine. Moved on, yeah. So today is pajama day at school. Just saying. These actually aren't the pajamas I'm wearing. I have my pajamas laid out. I'm going to wear the pajamas that have the little fluffy bears on them, the black bears on them. You see me wear sometimes. Of course, there's going to be a dramatic increase in pain. Don't touch. Leave it alone to the professionals. Yeah, I would think so too. Yes, we did. This is probably today's pajama day at home for you. What was I going to say? Yes, this is a pop quiz question. Like I said, I bought another game. They're just recycling some of the questions. I think basically what they did is just add dating questions in there because there's more of these than not. I'm still in my dressing gown. So they're saying to A, pull gently on the limb below the fracture while someone holds the spot above the fracture. Stop if the victim experiences a dramatic increase of pain. I think I'd just call 911. I mean, I don't know. That's just me, you know? You know? Okay, how to, oh no, did we do this one? I don't know if we did this one. How to control heartburn. A, drink beverages such as a soda and milk to dilute the acids in your stomach. B, using pillows, elevate the bottom half of your body while sleeping. And C, after finishing a meal, chew gum for 30 minutes. Yes, let's all chew some plastic for 30 minutes. That'll save everything. Okay, so apparently I need to so I have a strip unit going, these big HSTs, and then I need to trim down these HSTs here. I could have just made 2 HSTs because I'm looking at this. I could have done that. Okay, well, it's done now, so let's move on. Let's see, we have C, pickle juice for me, probably C for the mint gum. So yes, the answer is C for the mint gum. And I definitely, this is why you read a pattern before you make something, and I'm just doing this on the fly. I think it would have gone smoother. Now I wonder, let's see. I did ones. No, now they're too small for that. Okay. I'm not chewing gum for 30 minutes, but it'd be drastically increase the amount of digestive enzymes in your stomach. It would dramatically increase the amount of I didn't know that. Well, the idea of, what did they say? What was one of the choices? Drink soda and milk together? Ugh. That sounds like that would give me heartburn. That does not sound like that would be a good idea at all. So, yeah. I definitely disagree with that. Okay, let's see. So we did that. Well, we did this. Let me see. Okay, I don't think we did this. Who became a queen in Through the Looking Glass? Who became a queen in Through the Looking Glass? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, Andrea. I was thinking not Andrea, Giovanna. I was thinking that exactly. Queen of Hearts, Alice. So if you have this ginger quilter box, you could absolutely, when you create your small one, you can, I think you would have still plenty of fabric. You could do it on both sides because you would have enough to trim off. Oh, I do love a root beer float. Oh my goodness, a root beer float is delicious. Yum. I guess that's a form of milk and soda. You are right. I never thought of that, but yes, you're right. I love a good root beer soda. So, Sam's Club used to have root beer float. They don't have it anymore. I used to love that. Ooh, yeah. Just the thought of drinking raw eggs. My grandmother used to make us do that. We used to call that poncha. A poncha is you take sugar and you take an egg and you mix that together. I think it was the yolk of the egg raw and sugar, and then you add malta and you would mix that, and they would make you drink this stuff as a child because they believe you got all your vitamins and minerals that way. And maybe you do, but I hated it. But as a kid, you did what your abuela told you to do. That's all I got to say. I drank that one time. And, yeah, right? You got some, yeah. I think they also give you that for a hangover. I'm not quite sure. So it is Alice. Alice is the queen in the looking glass. Which of these animals looks like a bear, but isn't? A badger, a hedgehog, or a sable? And we're going to need this, and I need to cut 16 ounces. Okay. Now, wait a second. Oh, I did something wrong here. I don't know what I did. Maybe I was supposed to trim this block. Okay, well, we're just going to go with this. All right. I'm using the same tool that I had before. I think I was supposed to cut this A4 down or a C1 down, and I didn't. Let's see. Yeah, I was supposed to cut it. She gave us, I just assumed she just gave us the size we needed. So that's my mistake. I'm just going to come in here and trim it. No biggie. I'm going to go, though, over there and do it. Let's see. During my childhood, we would visit, get a glass and make root beer. Oh, that sounds like fun. Laverne used to drink milk and Pepsi. Wow. Milk and Pepsi. I think you're right. Laverne and Shirley. What a fun show that was, right? That's a blast from the past. Shamil Shamazel. I don't know if I got that right, but I do remember. Okay, so I have to now, because I did not cut this strip down, I just sewed it. I have to come in here and make the size I need. And that was a spin-off of Happy Days, right? Because you had Squiggy and all them in Happy Days. Remember that show? Those were the days when we used to be the remote control. Okay, here we go. We got now another tool we'll use, and then I need, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you all know I can count. I'm so used to counting all the time in front of the kids. So whatever I'm doing, I'm always counting, and we're always counting together. It's a big part of kindergarten. Lots and lots of counting. I don't think I'm going to finish this pillow on this live as much as I want to finish this pillow on this live because I'm getting all excited to look at this pillow. So what did I got to go see, what did we decide a bear looks like? Nope, I didn't have enough. So I'm going to take this little piece off. And, okay, so let's see one. I need more. Okay, so I need more. Yes, I need more. Let's see. Is this another? Nope, that's just a 1-inch piece. So I'm going to come in here and cut this. It's another 1-inch piece. I'm literally using every crumb I have. Wait a second. I probably can get. Oh, I need more. I'm just going to piece these together, and it's good. I like to use everything up, so we're going to use everything up. All right, and with that said, I just saw the time. I'm just having way too much fun with you all, but it is time to go. But we're going to finish these last couple of questions. So here we go. Not a problem. I have to go too. I'm just procrastinating here. All right, so a badger is an animal that looks like a bear, but isn't. Okay, last question. What fast food chain had 750 outlets in Japan by 1990? Which one? KFC, McDonald's, Mickey D's. Hi, Sharon. Mickey D's. I think Mickey D's is the right answer. I'm pretty sure it's the right answer. I'm just going to check if I have enough to do this, and I do. Okay, I really need to shut off my machine because I think I could stay here all day on a nice rainy day and just continue enjoying my little quilting adventure here. Unfortunately, that doesn't pay the bills or gets a working car happening. So everyone have a wonderful day. If you wouldn't mind on your way out clicking that thumbs up button, that would help me out so very much. Are you making my, oh, thank you. You make my morning, all of you make my morning a better morning. So I will see you all, what's today? Today's Friday. So I should see you tomorrow morning. But Sunday you will not see me because we're all going to go visit Deb over at Awkward Quilter for their morning live. So have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Bye.